And on the topic of what used to be called the review meeting, they're now being rebranded and repositioned as strategy and tactical meetings and being an extension of your overarching process. Hey, this is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Many fee-for-service professionals have used 2020 as an opportunity to refine and optimize their overall approach to practice management and the client experience. And not all of these adjustments have been dramatic wholesale changes. Sometimes they're minor, little tweaks, just twisting the knobs a little bit to find that perfect combination. And of course, this has been amplified because of the addition of the many digital interactions that you now have with your clients. And as a result of that, the review meeting in its traditional form is now obsolete. These one-off review meetings, a rehash of something that's already happened, don't really have the value that they might have had in the past. Now that things have become more volatile and a lot more friction and noise in the marketplace. Random haphazard approaches to a client experience are at a low end of the client experience. The shift is to more consistent, scheduled client interactions. And on the topic of what used to be called the review meeting, they're now being rebranded and repositioned as strategy and tactical meetings and being an extension of your overarching process. Okay, so undoubtedly you have great credentials. Your clients appreciate your intentions, your professionalism, your integrity, and obviously that's very important. And there was a time that was enough, but now all of that is a minimum requirement. Those good qualities have to be supported by being process-driven. And in a perfect world, I'd like you to be a broken record. Everything you do is now part of your process. And just keep imprinting the concept that you've developed and refined a process. This is the next step in the process. Let's stick to the process. There's a process in place. Now, on the theme of the strategy and tactical meetings, there's three components to this approach. The first is the ramp up. And this is where you email the confirmation for the meeting, whether it's face-to-face or digital, and you send along with that the agenda of the items you hope to cover. And you invite the client to print out the agenda and start thinking about the things that are on their minds and the questions that they might have. Okay, that of course primes the pump. Then you execute and you have the agenda-driven strategy and tactical meeting. But I'd invite you to add two bullets to the bottom of your agenda. One that says an overview of our process and the other that says our value-added services. The key with every strategy and tactical meeting is to constantly be reframing, rejuvenating the relationship and future pacing where everything's going and ensure that they're bought into the process. Now, I might ask you, if you haven't already done so, to request a link to the 7 Pillars, 1 Process, which is part of the reframing exercise, where instead of a client buying individual services or solutions from you, they're buying into your entire process panoramically. Okay, so maybe consider that. But effectively what you're doing is you're ensuring that you never drift into this pattern where you're underappreciated. You're your own best kept secret. Your clients always know where everything's going and that they can't outgrow the process. They grow into the process as their life unfolds and their needs evolve. And having the value-added service button or bullet on the agenda ensures that you always have the opportunity to talk about the concept of advocacy. You can tell stories about people that you've been introduced to. You can talk about the concept of introductions and how it's a value-added service you provide, and then just be led by the client. And if they invite you to expand, you can frame that around why, who, and how specifically as that part of your process. Okay? Now, the key here is all agendas get archived to show the progression of the client experience, and form, family, occupation, recreation, and money, or message, always speaks to the alignment between your value and the aspirations your clients have, and the fluid and dynamic nature of your relationship. The third step after you've ramped up and executed on the strategy and tactical meeting is the follow-up, where you do an email summary of what you discussed, framed in form. All of this is designed to take the abstract, commoditized nature of your value, make it more conceptual, make it more proprietary, and just make it a little easier for your clients to wave your flag and make introductions. Everything you standardize and your ability to verbalize your value helps your clients internalize and then socialize that value to somebody else. Competitor proofing, countering loyalty fatigue, is ongoing. This isn't a one-off campaign. It is all encompassing throughout the lifetime of the relationship. Getting out in front of money in motion and evolving needs is ongoing. And rejuvenating the concept of advocacy to coincide with a stage of readiness, that's ongoing as well. Okay, so thanks for watching. Just as a gentle reminder, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. See me on LinkedIn. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Again, Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Make it a great day.